St. Francis College hosted its annual Thomas J. Volpe Lecture Series on September 27th. This year's featured speaker was Frank Bruni, an op-ed columnist for the New York Times and best-selling author. He spoke to students in Founders Hall about our importance as future leaders.
There are a number of students I see out there. You all are the future of the country. The way you engage in the political process and what you demand of the political process is going to have an enormous effect on the direction of this country. Probably the one thing that will serve you better than any other is to be a good public speaker.
Mr. Bruni was really inspiring, and as a journalist and the editor-in-chief of SFC Today, I think that he taught us a lot about plans for the future and how we could succeed, and also a lot about the upcoming presidential election.
Having trailed George W. Bush in the 2000 election and subsequently documenting the journey in a best-selling biography, Mr. Bruni is an expert on the campaign process and offered valuable insight to the students in attendance.
I like seeing the people who are going to be our future leaders, the people who are going to make sure that this country remains vital and healthy, and I just, to see them engaged, to have a chance to interact with them, it's great. Students today are more engaged, more concerned about the future, less superficial than they're sometimes portrayed in the media. I think that I sense a real seriousness in young people that gives me enormous hope about the future of this country.
Mr. Bruni hopes to not only inspire college students, but to encourage us and demonstrate faith in our abilities as well.
Many of the previous lecturers from the series have also impressed. You have to have a passion.
Volpe Lectures have been some of the best, I would say, events that St. Francis has every year, and I think that they've gotten continuously better.
The Volpe Lectures have been bringing inspiring and uplifting messages to students at St. Francis College for over a decade, with speakers including Salman Rushdie and Russell Simmons. After his speech, Mr. Bruni answered questions and stayed for a luncheon, where he interacted with the audience, demonstrating why he is a great addition to the Volpe Lectures. This is Lindsey Ellefson for SFCTV.